Dante's Inferno, first English translation by Charles Rogers. London, T. Payne and Son et al. 1782. Canto 1. When in my middle stage of life I found myself entangled in a wood obscure, having the right path missed but to relate the horrid wilderness of that rugged wood renews a dread which that of death itself can scarce exceed. Yet I will first recount those things I met with, ere I shall declare the salutary good I after found. How I came in it I can't well explain, so much had sleep my faculties of mind confused when I abandoned the true way. Arriving at a mountain's foot, whose base bounded the valley which had filled my heart with fear, before, unfelt, I looked up and saw its top, clothed with shining rays of that bright planet which the right way shows. Then, somewhat was my fearful heart appeased, tonight in greatest anguish having spent. As he who, just recovered from a storm, near breathless from the sea, attains the shore, turns back to view the perilous waves escaped, my mind, while yet I ran, oft on the road reflected, in which none were left alive. My body, having with some rest refreshed, I took my way along the barren strand, the foot supporting me being still behind. From the hill's first ascent, a panther rushed. Both light and nimble, with her spotted hide, she never left me, nor was out of sight, but so obstructed my desired way that I was oft resolved to turn my course. 'Twas now the early morn, and the sun rose among those stars which him accompanied, when first the universal frame was put in motion by the all-powerful love divine. This time of day and season of the year gave me some hope that I should her subdue, myself adorning with her beauteous spoils. It proved not so, for soon engaged my fear a lion toward me running, who, with head erect and raging hunger unappeased, struck dread into the circumambient air. Besides, a famished wolf appeared, whose jaws are greedy after everything she views, and who, on many, lives of anguish brings. My spirits so at her dire visage sunk, that I to mount the wished-for hill despaired. Like him who in acquiring wealth is pleased, if by some accident he loses it, deeply he grieves and mournfully laments. Impetuous, with approaching steps, she advanced, and pushed me where the bright sun ne'er appears. While I was falling to the abyss below, I saw one who was, by long silence, hoarse. "Have pity on me, in this desert," then I cried, "wherever you be, or shade, or man." He answered thus: "I am not now a man, as formerly I was. My parents both were Lombards, and in Mantua they were born. Ere Julius governed I began to breathe, and under good Augustus lived at Rome, a time when doctrines of false gods prevailed. A poet famed and sung the piteous son of old Anchises, who arrived from Troy, when lofty Ilion was consumed in flames. But why return you to this place of woe? Why the delightful hill ascend you not, which is the source and cause of every joy?" With modesty I then to him replied, "Are you that Virgil, that copious spring of eloquence, which many streams supplies? O light and honour of all other bards, regard the study and the ardent love with which I have attended to your works. You are my master, You are only he on whom I formed that beauty of my style, which fame and honour to my verse has brought. Behold the beast who caused me to turn back. Defend me from her with your counsel sage, for my whole frame yet trembles at her sight. Best 'tis for you to take another way, he answered when he saw my falling tears. If you'd escaped out of this desert wild, this raging beast, which here you have so much dread, permits not any pass on their way, and never leaves them till their death she gains. Her nature so perversely disposed that she ne'er satisfies her greedy will, but with each meal her hunger is increased. Many the animals with which she has, and many more she will associate with, till a staunch hound shall hunt her e'en to death, who will between each feltro take his birth. Or landed property, or metals rare, delight not him, but he alone is pleased with virtue, and with general love humane he shall of humble Italy become the head supreme. For which Camilla fell, Turnus and Nisus, with his faithful friend. Through every city he shall give her chase, till he shall drive her back to hell, from whence envy first sent her to torment mankind. Wherefore I think and judge it best that you should follow me, and I will be your guide from hence to places of eternal woe, where you shall hear the wailings of despair and see the ghosts of former times lament, who eagerly request a second death. Yet some in fire contentedly remain, trusting that they shall, in a proper time, at the happy regions of the blessed arrive. If your desire is to these attain, a shade more worthy far than I can prove shall you attend, when I from you depart. That Emperor divine who reigns above, as always I have not obeyed his laws, will not that I should to his city go, where he with power absolute commands. Oh, happy he who there's allowed to dwell. I answered then, You, poet, I request, by that divinity you never knew, so that I may this ill and worse escape, that you would lead me to this promised place, where I, the wretches, may lamenting see and view the gate that is by Peter kept. He then went on, and I followed near.